to save as many people as we can. Sometimes that doesn't mean everybody. But you don't give up.
So your character is one of the comic reliefs of the film, and that's fitting for someone as experienced as you are in the comedy. Is that what brought you to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Well, you know, when I got cast in the role of Ant-Man in the first time around, I think that there was a big element of humor there, and so I'm sure that it played a part. Some of these things start to evolve as they go on, and you know, one of the things about Scott Lang and the character is that there's something very regular guy about the character. There's something like in this situation, I think he kind of points out, even to himself, how insane it is to be a part of it, and I think that leaves a lot of room for comedy.
Yeah, maybe the scene where I laughed the most was the one when you touched the Captain America. You know, when what's your favorite scene? The most fun to shoot?
Well, it was certainly fun shooting that scene of, you know, meeting Captain America for the first time, and just the nervousness and the awkwardness that you know, that would be the case in that situation, and it allows room for improvisation. And it was, you know, the huge fight sequence, which is an incredible scene, was amazing. It was amazing to be a part of that, and that was thrilling for a completely different reason. But getting to kind of joke around and, you know, shake Captain America's hand for much too long and comment on the awkwardness of this, that's my favorite stuff. Being able to play awkward is the best.
How did you shoot the battle scene? You know, when you go giant, you were not there.
Well, I'm shooting a lot of it, and there's so much stuff happening that there would be different units. There's like a fight would be going over here with a camera and a director, and then over here they'd be shooting another thing, because, you know, we had like a week or so to shoot that entire sequence. But there's so much going on that we're shooting some things simultaneous. You know, and then it was great. It was really you know, it was one, when I read the script, I thought, oh my God, if this thing plays as it reads, it's going to just be an epic scene. And it felt like that while we were shooting it, you know. It was amazing.
I think the Wasp, Evangeline Lilly, was going to be in the film. Did you know that?
Well, there were different points where, you know, I'd read different scenes, different iterations as it was kind of being written and rewritten, which is the case for all of these movies. And then eventually, I know Kevin Feige had said last week in some press conference, that, you know, they wanted to hold back because for the next Ant-Man, you want to see kind of how that happens, or how, you know, really give Evangeline and that character its due, and that they would probably do it in that film.
What can you tell me about Ant-Man and the Wasp? You're in the writer's room right now?
Yeah, well, we're just, kind of coming up with the story now. So there's, you know, I think there's some things that will probably wind up sticking, but there are some things now that will change, and it's still kind of in its infancy, really. There's not much I can tell you, except for where we're at now. I think is pretty interesting, and I think it will be a very fun movie.
You're going to focus on Evangeline Lilly character, aren't you?
Well, Evangeline's going to be in it, and that character will be in it, and, you know, so will Ant-Man, and so will, you know, it will definitely feel like, oh yeah, this ties into the first one that we saw, but you know, we'll start to explore some new things.
Peyton Reed said that we're going to see some things that we've never seen before in a movie. And what could he mean by that? You don't know.
Well, he's the director. But I'd be curious as to what those things are. I wonder if, like, what have we never seen in a movie before?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Characters in the film stepping out of the screen into the theater and taking everyone in the theater out for hamburgers. I've never seen that in a movie before. The closest I came was Purple Rose of Cairo, where you have a character coming out of the screen. But it was still within the construct of the movie. It didn't really come into the theater. In Ant-Man 2, I am going to step out of a movie theater into the audience and take everyone out for hamburgers.
That would be nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I was asking how could Ant-Man surprise the audience next, because we've seen you shrink, we've seen you go full giant man. You got any idea?
Well, I think the hamburger thing is going to really throw us. Yeah, there's, you know, like I said, things are being worked on now, but I'm not going to talk about any of that stuff because it's so much more fun when you're surprised. A lot of people don't even know what happens to me in this one, which is another reason why I don't talk about even this movie, which is coming out in a couple of days.
All right, I've run out of patience. On to roost!
Hey, everyone.